I'm Caleb. Please like and subscribe.
Welcome back to another CryptoBROS
and a HollyGirl
podcast, number 105.
So I'm going to pull back the curtain just a second. It is hilarious to me to watch us while that's playing and everybody's like frantically trying to get everything all straight. And then as soon as it says, I'm Caleb, please like and subscribe, everybody straightens up. And they're looking at it's hilarious. I wish maybe one of these days I'll like film that part of it and throw it out there so people can see it, but it's funny. Anyways, Holly, welcome back.
Oh, thanks.
Thanks for coming back. We were all talking off camera last week. We were afraid that you were going to enjoy your time off and that you weren't ever going to come back. And Caleb cried, and it was a big deal. So yeah,
that's all right.
No, but
crying. I'm
glad
back.
you're back. Can I share a story with you guys real fast? I'm super excited about.
Sure.
So yesterday I did something that might cost me my marriage.
Uh-oh.
So for the last 4 months, when we moved into this new house, my wife, we have a spare bedroom now. And so my wife put this pillow top mattress thing on the bed. And I said, why don't we put that on our bed? Because I love a really soft mattress and she likes it like super firm. And so she said no. And yesterday, so I was doing things. I kept walking by the room and I kept seeing that pillow top mattress and I put it on our bed. It was glorious. Like I have not slept that well and I can't even tell you how long. Like I'm probably going to take a nap today, but it's just because I can't wait to lay back on the pillow top mattress part, not because I'm tired. But she was at her parents' house last night, so she doesn't know I've done this. So I have
it's not a spare bedroom.
She's not watching.
It's your bedroom.
That's exactly what I'm going to tell you. You weren't here. It was my bedroom. So plus we have an extra bedroom now. She could sleep in that bed.
Stop it right this
That's what I was saying. That's going to be
my grandparents used to do that. That's what I thought of because guys, I can't give up this pillow top mattress thing. There's no way I can't do it.
It doesn't make you hot?
No. It's glorious. Like I can't even explain
it. One.
I think this one is too.
Lucy.
And it's got some weird thing you pull over it too that secures it. And it's a weird, I don't even know. I think it's so it doesn't slide or grab it or whatever. We just need to get this thing fast forward and get off this podcast. So I'm going to lay down.
Oh my gosh, he's excited, you guys. You know how much we mean to him? Not more than his naps and his pillow top mattress.
So we had somebody send us a picture of a hat and it said Jesus takes nap or Jesus took naps. Be like Jesus. I've got to get that hat. Actually, I want it to be my pillowcase.
I'm not gonna lie. So I saw it went like in our group text. He sent that, and I'm like, I need to find this. And so I started to look for it because it is your perfect hat. Mm-hmm. And then I got busy doing something else, and I'm like, oh crap, I need to get back to this because I'm gonna find that hat.
I found it. I did find it. Yeah. The reference in the Bible to the scripture is, though, one of the first things it says in that passage is that it was in the evening. So I don't know if it was a nap or not, but it's still, I got to have it. Jesus. Anyways, are you guys excited about anything else besides pillow top mattresses?
Yeah, football is back.
Football is back.
Football is back.
It's back. I can't believe, like, that's the longest stretch of sports of.
It's so long.
Like basically February through until, I don't know, we get some preseason football in August, but we talked about that a little bit last week. It's not the same. And college football kicking off, and then the NFL starts. Like, Mizzou kind of kicked the season off if you don't count the Florida State game in Ireland the week. That was weird, by the way. Like, Florida State played, well, now I forgot who they played, but they lost. And then Mizzou won, I don't know, 50-0, basically. How did Arizona do yesterday?
We won 61-39.
I gave up a lot of points.
So let me tell you. So I don't like. Not a lot of people know this if you're not an Arizona fan, but we lost damn near our entire defensive line to the transfer portal. And we just recently, well, not recently, but like last season, Jed Fish left literally 3 days after we won the bowl game. And so we have a new coach as well, Brent Brennan. And I like him. He has a history with the university already. And so it's kind of cool that, because he has that history, he's now our coach. And so
is he from Arizona? Is that the history, or did he play there?
His wife, she's an alum from Arizona, and he was playing for one of the coaches in a community college. He played. It's like this whole story, and it just kind of like full circle kind of situation. And I like him. Jed Fish can go suck it, and I hope Washington loses every game. Yeah, that's how bitter I was, because first off, he was really cool because his name is Jed. Like, whose name is Jed, right? Like, and it was really fun to say. Now I hate it. And I hope he loses every game.
Wow.
Yeah, he tried taking our quarterback. So we have our quarterback, Noah Fafita, and then we also have McMillan, T-Mac. And those two are unstoppable. It is unbelievable how good they are together. And then during, the game last night, there was so many times that they were pass interfering. There were so many pass interferences against T-Mac, and he was like, it's all right, try it again. And then they throw it to him, and he would get a touchdown. I think he had 5 total.
Wow.
There was a running back for like Appalachian State yesterday that ran for 6 touchdowns.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Fafita would have, or not Fafita, but T-Mac would have, but they called it back for something. I can't remember what it was. It was either false start, something like that. But yeah, he would have had 6, but he's awesome. He's so awesome. And they're just the dynamic duo. I'm excited this year.
So you have you have college football. You got the NFL getting ready to kick off. Anybody in fantasy drafts?
I had a draft.
I was in that draft. Thanks, Holly. That I hated picking behind you.
Yeah.
Just so you know, because
you're welcome.
There was a couple times that you stole my guy, and then I threw things at you, but there's a few thousand miles between us, and my arm is not that strong, so I'm sure you didn't feel it. But
Mike D, he was pretty butthurt because I stole 3 of his players. He had them like queued up, ready to go, and I just happened to be like either one for him and stole him. And he was like, "Did you just get so and so?" I'm like, "Yeah." He was like, "Damn it!" So
I'm Mike D, and I'm about to get money.
We haven't heard that in a while, so I'll throw that out there.
That has been a while, but yeah.
But he didn't get this money because Holly stole it.
Yeah.
I feel Mike D. I was sitting there watching it, and I was like, if anybody's going to take this guy, it's going to be Holly. And of course, it's the snake draft, and it's like, yep, she took him. Yeah, it was fun though. I got one again tonight for the coaches in the high school that I coach at. All the coaches are in one, and I won it last year actually, but we'll see. So I got the last pick, and so I pick 10 and then 11 basically because it'll be the first. I think there's 10 teams. I'll be the last pick of the first round, first pick of the second round. I actually like that. I like it better being the first pick. Well, the next way, or no, the next time around when it would be like the end of the fourth and the beginning of the fifth or whatever, because at that moment there's still a lot of good guys there, and people don't know who to take, and then you can solidify your roster, and then you got to wait forever for your next pick. But it's good times.
I play Mike D the first round. The first round, I play him.
I looked ahead, Holly. I don't think you and I play until week 4 or 5. I can't remember what it was. Yeah, I looked because I'm coming for you on that one, and we're gonna see if I can't crush your soul. But not that I take it too serious. I probably do, but
so I guess I didn't see this, but Matt posted. Can we talk about what Pat McAfee said to Nick Saban? Was there something? Because I saw a clip where Nick Saban didn't look thrilled. He was like, I want to quit this job, but I don't know.
So I missed what brought the conversation up, but Pat McAfee, we all know, one, he has a great podcast, but he doesn't have a filter. Like, he just says what's on his mind. And so him and Nick Saban are both on College Game Day now. And Nick Saban said something to the fact that he could never beat somebody or couldn't afford to beat somebody or do something. I didn't catch the first part of it, but McAfee shot off and he's like, well, yeah, because you were always too busy paying your players before it was legal, basically. And Saban didn't think that was the most awesome thing in the world.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I don't know the exact context of it, but I did catch the last part of it. And I haven't seen like that clip online. So I don't know if they kind of like try to hide it in a corner somewhere and people just talking about it. But I saw that part live. I just didn't catch the first sentence before it. So, but speaking of that, are you guys, this is week 1 of our NFL Pick'em game. Are you guys prepared? Did you do any homework? Are you just going to wing it?
Yeah.
Winging it.
Because I have no idea what you mean. Like, we're just picking.
So you each week, I was going to
pick the Chiefs this week.
You can never pick them again. Yeah, you can only
So eventually I'm going to have to pick somebody like.
Yes. So that's the strategy is you have to pick somebody on you won't have to pick every team because there's 18 weeks.
Okay.
But you're going to have to pick 18 of the 32. So you can't just pick whoever plays Carolina, if that makes sense, or whoever the worst team.
Okay.
It's not time to say, but here's the deal. So we're each going to do it. We're going to, what it is the longest streak throughout the entire year. So if you pick 7 weeks in a row and that's the longest streak, you win. Okay. But when we do it, we're going to ask for volunteers from the comments section. And each week we're going to pick somebody different from the comments and let them also pick. So each week they will get a pick. If they win, if they beat all of us, if they come in first place at the end and have the longest active streak, then I'm going to give them $100 in soul. So they have a chance to win a little bit of money at the end of this if they have the longest streak.
Okay, I got
But
that.
Yeah, I was going to say it wouldn't take much research to figure it out. But at the same time, I think it's time to get into that. So this is what we're going to do with the order, because I have a spreadsheet on my other computer here, and I just put them in this order. This week we will pick in this order, and then each week we will change the order. Okay. Now, Caleb and I could pick the same person, and we could all 4 pick the same team in a week. It doesn't matter. But once you've picked them, that's why I made the spreadsheet, because I was afraid Greg might try to cheat.
Got it.
So I'm actually up first.
I would have.
And this week I am going to pick New Orleans over Carolina, because I don't know how many more times I might want to pick them, but that's who I'm going to go week 1 is New Orleans over Carolina.
You saw my cheat sheet.
Is that who you picked, Caleb? Because you're up next.
That's what I picked.
Yep. I actually did go through to see who plays Carolina win. And I thought that the way the schedule sort of matched out, I'd just go right out of the gate with it. They'll probably shock the world and win like 60-0. But Greg, you're up next.
Bengals over Patriots.
Ooh,
Bengals over Patriots.
That's a good one. That's a tough one. Week 1. Like
I actually thought about the exact same thing.
That'll be good.
Yeah.
Holly, you are last this week.
I am gonna go with Buffalo over Arizona.
Okay.
Oh,
Also a good one.
Yeah.
So in the comment section, if you are interested in picking, actually, you know what? I'm going to pick Bearded. Bearded, you still there?
Bearded's gonna pick the Packers.
Bearded.
We're going to let Bearded go.
Times.
So he said go pack go.
Yeah.
Bearded, you pick for the comment section. He picked Packers.
Picking Packers.
All right. So we have. I
Just
got to
one
find
time,
them.
though. Bearded.
It's
Wait,
the only time you can pick him.
Packers play the Eagles.
save it
That's
for
a
later?
tough one, Beard. That's a tough
Oh,
one.
is that the one that's in
Brazil.
Brazil or something?
Yeah.
Oh.
Where they can't
They
wear
can't wear
green
green.
because it's gang colors, which is super
Really?
weird.
Stop it. I didn't know that. They can't use
Well,
VPNs and
They
Twitter.
should definitely wear green.
Yeah.
Yeah. They can't use Twitter either.
No.
Yeah. It's a really weird place to send a bunch of multimillionaires, I feel. Like just for the security of it, just seems really odd with everything that's going on right now there. But
Yeah.
it's all about the money. It's all about the
Yeah.
Benjamins.
How about the green?
So this week I picked New Orleans. Caleb picked New Orleans. Greg picked Cincinnati, which Greg, I think that's really good. I almost went that same route because I don't know how good Cincinnati is going to be this year, but this may have been the week to get it for sure. Holly went Buffalo, and the comments led by Bearded went Green Bay. So next week we'll see where the streaks are, see who won what, and then Caleb, you're going to have the first pick, so you'll be the first one up. But
So I have a question. If the comment people win, how do you split that up?
we're going to do a
Comment
drawing.
people.
We'll do a
Just
drawing.
drawing. Okay.
One person will win all of it. It's not going to be everybody that's in the comments because if we had a bunch of people, then we may only be able to give $5 out to everybody, and that's I don't know how cool. I will tell you, my strategy almost was to pick a team just to get it out of the way that I didn't think would actually win, and then start my streak next week.
After you see everyone play.
Yeah, then you see everybody play for a week. But pick somebody that you don't know that they're supposed to be good, and the other team. And I thought about doing that, but we'll see.
Yeah.
I might do that next week.
All right, there we go. That's some commenting right there.
About what?
Matt Beard
Talking smack on the Packers.
Town is getting bearded. It's going to be a tough game. Honestly, that's a tough game. The Eagles and the Packers.
Yeah, it's weird though because it's in Brazil. When it always seems like when the NFL goes to a different country, that one of the teams doesn't play very good. Have you ever noticed that? That I actually thought when the Chiefs and Dolphins last year played in, I think it was Germany. I don't remember where it was at.
Mm.
That was the most competitive game I've seen overseas in a long time because it's usually like somebody just doesn't show up. I don't know. It's just it's interesting where that works.
Time difference and just
the travel.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like the jet lag and stuff is
week one
real.
maybe
that's a real thing.
But week one maybe won't be as bad because you didn't just play the week before. I mean preseason, but you know what I mean. None of the starters. Let's talk about that again real fast. Preseason football is a ripoff. There was no discounted tickets at the Chiefs' last preseason game against the Bears. Caleb Williams didn't play. None of the starters played for either team, and the tickets were still like $300 a piece. It's insane to me.
Yeah,
I don't get it.
Go to the opener of the Texans and the Colts for as low as $55. That is the cheapest one. All of the others are in the hundreds. Oh, I'm lying. There are tickets for the Panthers and the Saints starting at $26.
Not bad.
Yeah, because the Panthers are horrible. But also, it always says that. Have you ever went and then tried to get those tickets? They're not necessarily, or it's one. There's one ticket all by itself for $25. But if you can't get two people to sit next to each other, it's never as cheap as what it looks like on there.
No, ever. Plus, you have all the fees. The fees alone are more than the ticket sometimes.
Well, the parking
for everything.
Yeah, the parking at Arrowhead is more than what is the parking Arrowhead this year? It's like $60.
60 or 80. Yeah.
Wow.
I was gonna say it was over.
Or
60
maybe it
last
was.
year.
Yeah, it might
I
have
think
been
it was
80.
80.
Might
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
$80 just to park at Arrowhead this year.
And that's
Wow.
another 20 to use their sidewalk.
And
Yeah.
probably. But how many cars do you think they fit in that parking lot?
So many.
Yeah, I
Oh,
mean,
wow.
there's 80,000 people there. So at least 20,000 cars, I would think, for per vehicle
Yeah.
at
Can't tailgate anymore
$80.
either.
What's that, Greg?
They don't allow you to tailgate anymore either.
No?
Yeah,
They don't
you
open
can.
the gates. They don't open the gates till a certain time like they used to. They used to open early. They're not doing that anymore.
It's not as early. I think you can
It's,
still tailgate, but it's not as
And everybody
long.
was complaining about it.
it's 2 hours before the game, I think, now, instead of
Yeah,
it used to be like
really
4.
early.
Yeah, I used to let everybody in.
But I think they're trying to do that, and I've seen that with other stadiums too, because there's a little bit of an epidemic of everyone getting drunk and fighting each other in some of these stadiums. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
2 hours is still enough time.
Yeah.
You know,
Depending on what you're
Accepted.
drinking, it could be. Yeah.
I heard that I think next season, Apple's going to take over the Sunday ticket and raise the price like to $700 and something.
They can
It's
have
like-
it.
Apple.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm telling you, with as expensive as everything is getting, and then you want me to pay to watch games,
Right.
eventually people are going to quit caring. They just
That's
are.
what I'm so scared of. Like, it's something I love so much. And I feel like you're making it so much that like the average person just can't even watch. So now you're not going to have the fans. I mean, like Meg said, look at the baseball stadiums.
Yeah.
Nobody
Mhm.
goes. And so I feel like the more you raise prices on things, nobody's going to go.
Yeah. It's
Well,
gonna kill it.
everything costs so much that now you have less disposable income also.
Yeah.
But then am I really going to take a family of 4 or me and 3 of my buddies? And I mean,
Right.
honestly, there's $1,000 in tickets there for the cheapest ticket at Arrowhead. If you're going to eat or drink anything, you're probably spending at least $50 more per person. And that would be on the conservative side. Plus, you're going to have to split up the $80 parking bill. I mean, I wouldn't even want to have that conversation with my wife of, hey, Greg wants me to go to the Chiefs game with him. I'm going to go blow $500. That cool with you? Like,
Yeah.
we're pretty frugal people. We don't necessarily just throw $500 at anything. So the thing that keeps me coming back is the fact that I can watch it on TV with friends for free. And if you start charging me for that, at some point it's going to get to be too much.
Yeah. I
I would-
have the NFL ticket this year. And the only reason why, though, is because I got my daughter a new phone. And it was one of their perks that I got the NFL ticket with the phone. So I was like, yes. But every other year, because I like to watch all games. I don't just watch the Rams only. I like to watch them all if I can without having to pay, $500 to watch them all. But I do pay for the red zone because you at least get to see like the good plays of all the games. So I'll pay for that. But that's as far as I go. And I think it's like $15 a month.
Yeah, that's pretty cool too, though, especially if you're big into fantasy football.
Yeah, well, that's exactly why I like watching the red zone.
I will tell you though, my fear is that you're going to have to pay some streaming service for Thursday night football. You're going to have to pay another streaming service for Friday night football, because I think it's coming where there's always going to be a Friday game. You're going to have to pay somebody another streaming service for Saturday football, another streaming service for Sunday afternoon games, another one for Sunday night games, and then another one for Monday night. Now, I'm not saying that's next year, but I think that's the direction it's going.
Yeah,
you already
it's
have
on,
Amazon,
like, Amazon,
Netflix, and Peacock.
Oh, Netflix too. I don't remember Netflix being.
It's starting this year. They got like 30.
I mean, truth be told, I do pay for all of those anyway, so I'll get to watch them. But
I think you're going to see that as the salary caps go up and all these sort of things, they have to fund that somehow. And their biggest moneymaker is TV revenue. And eventually those people that are paying the billions of dollars to show these games are going to make us pay for it. They're not just paying for it just so we can see it. So I don't know. I just hope the greed doesn't take over, because I like all sports. I really do.
Yeah.
But there's something about football I think it's because part of it is once a week. Part of it is there's only like 17 games. I love baseball, but they play 6 to 7 games a week, and it's 162 of them. At some point, I can't pay attention to you that often. You know,
it's too much.
So, speaking of football, though, I had the privilege of filming the next Candid Conversation on Friday, and it was a football preview. You guys want to? Let me say this up front. It's a football preview interview, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I had to be real careful, kind of like what I show you on this preview of the football preview.
Why?
Well, because I won't give away our predictions.
Oh.
So
tomorrow.
Yeah. So you'll have to tune in tomorrow at 10 o'clock to see that. But I sat down with Ghost.
Like Project Looking Glass or something.
No.
You knew the future.
But I sat down with Ghost, and if any of you guys that know Ghost, he is awesome.
Yes.
And I can just tell that Holly's jealous that she didn't
So
get the
I really
conversation.
am. The more you do these, the more I'm like, this is just not fair. Like, I want to talk to him too.
He missed you. Let's just put it that way. Or did he? You'll have to watch tomorrow to find out. But here's the preview of the interview I did with Ghost. Today we're going to do an NFL preview.
It's stunning. Like,
okay,
it's stunning. It's in the worst area in Cali.
Of course.
You know, you got to run through this street and jog through this street. You can walk on a couple streets over here, but yeah, bro, that stadium is like, wow, damn, you're going. So it didn't have to be my team.
Doesn't have to be. None of these memories have to be your team or any of these thoughts.
I know, but you know, as a big, it's hard, right?
Well, I figured you'd instantly go to the Super Bowl with.
Yeah, I mean.
I'm sure. I wasn't even going to bring it up, man.
Yeah.
Well, you went there on your own, so I can't be held accountable. Okay.
That one hurt. I'm gonna be honest. That one hurt. For sure.
And I think that's what makes the NFL so cool.
For sure.
So,
I mean, dude, when you talk about like moments or games, like that was what you felt is kind of what I felt in the Cardinal game.
He gets a lot of praise. I still don't think he gets enough.
He doesn't get enough still somehow, right? I swear to you, I agree with that.
Go get it, man. Go get it.
I love you, and I appreciate you so much. You have no idea, man. Like literally.
Ditto.
Not only was
I don't know how to say it.
Yeah, it's like the words can't just express. We feel it though, man, and it's always been so much love, man. You've always showed me so much love, and I know if you're good with Holly and you're good with Rudy and play poker with us and like getting to know you like one-on-one today was cool because you know, hey, we might get to banter here and there, but I never really heard some of the things that you feel maybe in a space call that I'm doing, right? So.
Yeah,
so it was a lot of fun to sit down with Ghost.
I can only imagine. Damn it.
Yeah.
Now I just really can't wait to watch it.
Are we going to have him on the podcast?
We should.
Well, at some point, we talk about it off camera, but I think late September, we're going to have him on as a guest. But we have to have an awesome taste test lined up for that.
I will pick something wonderful.
I think maybe what we do is when he comes on in September is, and I think it'll be later in the month, that we bring back the taste test for that interview for sure. But you know Ghost, right? I mean, Caleb and Greg have been in some spaces and stuff, but Holly, you've had a lot of time one-on-one, like not necessarily one-on-one, but in spaces with your Family Feud space.
Yeah.
So one of the things that we kind of got to talking about was like, people think it's weird if you tell them and they haven't experienced it, but people think that like, how do you actually make friends on social media? Right. Mm-hmm. But after yesterday, I always knew that him and we kind of thought a lot alike and we had some of the same ideals and things like that. But man, he felt like it was just a long lost brother that we got to get together and things like that. So anyways, it was fun. It was great. Rudy, I'm sorry. It is mostly about football, but if you ever wanted to kind of get into who Ghost is a little bit, also, it shines through the entire interview. So I'm excited. It is not as hard hitting as the last episode was, but it is definitely a good time, and it was a lot of fun. So I can't wait for you guys to see it.
I am super excited. Ghost is like, he's a very awesome person. And I felt the same way. Like, I didn't really know any of them when I first started going into Zach. And it was one space that I went up and told the story about how I got into Zach. And it was like, oh, my friends. Like, it was instant. And Ghost makes everybody feel welcome. And you can even disagree with Ghost, and he's okay with it. He'll come back and be like, well, this is how I felt. You feel that way. It's all love. Like, it's good. Just an awesome person. So I think that's why I'm really jealous, because having that one-on-one, I bet, was really awesome.
It was a lot of fun. You just brought that up where he said, it's all love. He says that a lot in his spaces and just in general, but you can tell it's true, right? Yeah. It's not a saying. It's just kind of his motto. Like, we can disagree, but that doesn't mean that we can't be friendly to one another. Maybe we're not going to break bread all the time or whatever, but it doesn't mean we can't treat each other with a level of respect. And just the way that he carries himself, just what he stands for. Like I told him at the end there, I kind of cut it off, and you'll hear it tomorrow, and I'll paraphrase it a little bit. He's like, man, you got to come up and speak on the mic. I can't always do that because I got things going on. But what I do tell him is, man, you're the type of guy that I'm always going to. I don't even have the comments up. I don't know how you guys watch the comments.
Because Megalodon is about to get punched in the throat.
But he's the type of guy that I'll just put his space on my phone, even if I can't be there, just so it's another number. Just because even if that's all I can do to help out, then so be it. Like, but yeah, I'm really looking for you guys to see it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Our picks are more of like take it with a grain of salt type stuff. It's more of the memories and the things like that I'm excited for people to see. And honestly, I'll be honest with you. We go back through and I'm right and he's wrong. I'll have to talk a little bit of trash, but like I told him, I don't do that very often because it humbles me really, really fast. So.
Awesome. I do have to say, so we had a very fun space on Friday with Family Feud, and it was actually Rudy hosted so that I could play, and we had some of our OG, my OG friends that I've been with since I started Twitter. They all came and played with me on my team. We lost, and I was a little bit bitter about it. However, I knocked Ghost right off of that pedestal of being the rock, paper, scissors champion because I freaking finally beat him. And I was so on a high the rest of the night. I was so happy that I beat him. Finally.
So here's my thought. Holly, do you ever play him again? Or do you just hang on to the belt? Just retire the belt.
No, I think I have to go. I have to defend my crown now.
Did Rudy get her buzzer?
No, Rudy was her own buzzer.
Okay.
Yeah. So, Greg, you missed it. And she did it quite often. It was really, really funny.
I know.
It was late night.
The sound.
And some of the questions and answers were just hilarious. Hilarious. Yeah. And Rudy, one card she messed up, it was what would a maid not want to find in a hotel bed or something while cleaning it. And so, the answer everybody can think of was said. And she's like, no, that's surprisingly not on there. And it was called a banana bandana. She didn't know that that's what that other thing is.
I've never heard of that being called that.
I've never heard of it either, but I think that I would have been like,
if I'm reading it off the card, I probably would have been like, oh, that's what that is.
She's like, no. And then it clicked finally, after I think the second or third person went up, and she's like, we've got to start over. This is
I was going to say, what do you do at that point?
Right.
Because people got strikes and
Gotcha. She said in the comments that she read it as banana bread.
Oh yes, she
Banana
did
bread.
banana bread at first, so she didn't
Banana bread.
do the bandana part. But yeah, I've never seen it called banana bandana.
I can't even really say it. Banana bandana. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, Holly, I'm excited to see your tweet. Are you ready for Holativity?
I am. All right. So today's Holativity is brought to you by somebody I've highlighted multiple times, but it's been a while. The most times, right. But it's been a while since I've gotten to highlight her. And she had put something out this morning that I was like, oh, perfect.
Oh, I'm glad you said that, Holly, because I hadn't seen this. So it was this morning. That's probably why I hadn't seen it. Okay.
So cool. She says, good morning. When you stay focused on your own shit, you don't have time or desire to listen to noise. If you watch everything I do and then try to copy it, respectfully, we aren't the same. And then the meme says, learn to be okay with people not knowing your side of the story. You have nothing to prove to anyone.
That's good.
And
I love hers.
Always has the best things to say. And then she puts her little spunk on it. And it's just my favorite thing. So she doesn't even know I'm highlighting her today. I didn't send it to her and say, hey, I'm going to do this. So
I feel like when you are the one that's been highlighted the most, you don't have to ask permission every single time.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah, there's a lot of truth to that, though, too. I like the tweet. I just like the message behind it, too. Like, one, I mean, when it says there that you don't have the time or desire, even if I am focused on or not, and I'm having a lazy day, I still don't have the desire to focus on all the noise. Like, why? Like, I don't get it. You know, people let them drive it, and maybe some people use it as motivation, but for me, it's just noise, and I don't care.
Yeah, and there's a lot of it on social media. And so, if you don't just focus on other things, you can get sucked into that noise. And I've been there and it's terrible. I don't like it. So, now I'm just kind of like, what did you hear about me? Oh, really? What else happened? Okay, hear whatever you want. I mean, I don't care. I don't care anymore.
I will say it's like you have morphed into like chill Holly.
Yes.
Except for when it comes to Arizona football and their coaches.
This is true.
And then the nails come out.
Yeah.
No, definitely one of our favorites. She's been around the podcast for, almost 3 years.
Yes.
2 years.
I love
a while.
Gosh,
it's been a while.
We've been doing it long enough now that I can't keep the time straight anymore.
She even posed as Holly once.
Yeah, she even was fake Holly one time.
She was fake Holly. That's right.
You got stuck at the airport or something. I was stuck. You were going to New York or something like that. Me and Melly
had gotten stuck in the storms that were crazy. Over Christmas, we almost didn't make it home. That was, and Whiskey came in and pretended to be me for a while. That was.
She was one DM away. I was like, I have a big favor, and you have 20 minutes to decide. And she goes, okay. And she did great. She was awesome.
Yeah. She is awesome.
Yep.
All right. Well, Holly, before we leave your segment, I have a question for you.
Yes.
Because you weren't here last week. How did the move go, Arizona mom?
The move went really, really good it was like everything was perfect. We were putting everything away. And, I just think back and like, how did I live in this little room before? Because it's just so small, the dorm. But she got lucky and she got a dorm that she has a bathroom in. So like a bathroom and a shower in her dorm. So she doesn't have the community sharing. That was terrible. So that's a little relieving for me because the community sharing is literally co-ed. So I was a little bit nervous about that. But now, she's gotten in a dorm that's good. We put it all together and made it all pretty. And it was time for me to like actually go for the weekend, like leave her for the weekend. And I lost my shit.
In front of her?
Lost it. Yes. And I tried really hard, but it was the hug. And I just couldn't like stop hugging her. And I just cried. And then on the way home, I was just bawling. And I don't know. But she loves it. She I'm so proud of her. She's
Yeah.
Like she's even taking the bus and the tram like by herself, which is crazy to me because I just never thought I would see that. See, I can't even talk about it even.
Wow, I'm sorry I brought it up. It had been 2 weeks. I thought maybe we were over this hurdle, but
no, but I'm just so proud of her. She already is like, I'm gonna really like it. So
That's awesome.
That's all that really mattered. I was scared she was gonna be, homesick or something, but no, not at all.
So was the Arizona game a home game? Did she get to go to it?
Yeah, so she has this pass where she could go to every home game. They get in the student section,
Mm-hmm.
but because my entire family's here, even my little brother and his family from San Antonio are in town, she wanted to sit with all of us. So
that's good.
She didn't sit with the student section. She wanted to be with her family.
Oh, so you actually went to the game yesterday?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't realize you were in attendance. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're better than us.
The whiteout.
Ah, I did see you post that.
Yeah.
And then I saw people say they didn't understand what that meant, and it was turned into a hilarious conversation. But
leave it to Meg.
Yeah, it's always Meg's fault.
Yeah.
Meg's fault.
All right, we ready for Caleb's choice? I can't talk today.
It's time for Caleb's choice.
His choice. His rules.
All right. First question is, what's the longest time you've stood in the line for something, and what was it for?
I
don't do lines.
I don't like lines either.
Even picture Greg.
Or
no, Josh. I can't even picture Josh standing in a line. Nothing's worth it for him.
You know how many times I've went to a restaurant, I could drive through a restaurant, I'm like, nope. Go to the other side of the street, and then just go home and eat peanut butter and jelly sandwich because it ain't worth it.
I believe it with you. I think the last time I stood in line for a long. Damn. I mean, yeah, it's got to be a couple years back with Black Friday, like before COVID.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the first and only time I've ever done that. It wasn't worth it. However, we did stand in line with some hot chocolate and Bailey's. That was cool because it was cold.
Oh, yeah.
Bailey's. You ever drink Bailey's from a shoe?
Oh, Greg.
No. No, I haven't.
Hey.
That sounds like my worst nightmare.
Yeah, it wasn't a good time. It was cold. I mean, there was tons of people. It was like when Black Friday was a thing where people wanted to get in to get the TV for $200 or something. I think that's what it was.
I'd pay $1,000 for that same TV if I didn't have to stand in that line.
Stop it.
I saw a meme the other day. It was like, I'd rather put that fire out with my face. That's how I feel about standing in your line. I'd rather put a fire out with my face.
Oh,
Sam.
Yeah.
What about you, Greg?
But
the longest I've ever waited that off the top of my head was probably for the midnight release of the PlayStation 4 at GameStop.
Oh.
How long was that? Like a day or
4 hours?
4 hours?
No, there was people that probably waited a day. I did not.
That's crazy.
4 hours, and that was a little more than I wanted to. I'll be honest, but I was with some friends, and that was.
I still own the PlayStation 4 because I too cheap to buy the 5.
They do the same thing.
PC's better.
Like when it's all said and done, they do the same thing.
Yeah, PC is better, Greg, except it didn't come out with college football 25 for it. Makes me so mad.
He's angry.
Hey, you know what?
Josh is an angry elf.
You stand in line at theme parks. You know what? About 2 years ago, we went to Universal Studios and we did stand in line. I mean, I think it was like 2 hours. One of the rides was the Harry Potter one. Yeah, that was, but I mean, the ride itself was amazing, except when you start thinking that was like 3 minutes long and I stood in that line for 2 hours.
Yeah, you can't go home and play that one.
Yeah.
No, that's why I don't do theme parks really either. Because I feel like all you do is walk around and stand around, and then the rides are like 2 minutes long, and they're expensive.
Well, yeah,
it's insane. I mean, you used to be able to get a season pass at what they call Worlds of Fun in Kansas City.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's what it costs more than that for one day. And it's insane how much it is. And then a lot of the rides inside you have to pay for. They're not even included.
Oh wow.
So yeah, I'm not cool with that. So honestly, the longest I probably ever stood in line for anything, because I hate lines, is probably 10 minutes. I don't know
I
if
believe
it
it.
any longer than that.
What about you,
probably
Caleb?
has been, but that's all I can think of.
My oldest daughter, when she got her driver's license out in Colorado, we had to stay in line at the DMV for 6.5 hours.
The DMV's mine.
DMV.
That's it. Hour.
That's
One
it.
time I stood for an hour because I couldn't wait any longer. I couldn't come back the next day.
Yeah.
6 hours though, I probably would have started throwing computers and things like that around the office.
Yeah.
It was bad.
Yeah, that DMVs are bad. Our Butler DMV though. You're in and out.
Ghost
Like,
he only goes to theme parks when he ditches school. So the lines are sweet.
Yes.
Perfect.
It's worth waiting in line.
Yeah, well, if that doesn't matter, then you just because you're out of something that you hate anyway. So
That is true.
Why not?
That is true.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Meg is
All
on
right.
today with me.
So what happens to the toys in Toy Stories when they die? Because the kid still plays with it, right? So the dead body to the other toys?
Do they ever
Sid?
die?
Sid? Remember Sid?
Yeah. So
They get reincarnated as monsters.
Okay.
Wait,
what?
What? When? In which one? I don't remember.
First
that.
one. Remember
Well, he tortures them. Yeah, he takes them apart and builds
them
new
apart?
monsters or whatever.
Puts the heads on different ones.
Oh
remember?
yeah, but do the characters? Does anybody actually die?
I don't know. I'm just wondering.
Well, I'm guessing that you're playing with
Woody
a
had a
corpse.
heart attack.
I'm just
and he
wondering.
dies.
Then you're playing with Woody's corpse, and you don't know the difference, but everybody else thinks it's weird.
The toys do. The toys know he's dead.
This question. I can't
Yeah.
like this
Yeah.
Okay. We'll pass on this one. All right. If we're like cats, how many lives do you have left?
Probably like on my last leg.
Yeah, this is it.
I'm like,
I've actually probably used 9 and just got lucky somewhere along the line that they can get 10. I don't know. It could be number 8. It's either 8 or 9 though.
yeah, I'm probably 8 or 9 for real. I mean, I've been in so many. I'm accident prone, so yeah.
I just also think about how many times when we were younger that we did things that we didn't know were stupid, that we probably shouldn't have survived.
Oh
that
my
looking
gosh.
back on as an adult was like, what? Like, what were we even thinking?
Yeah, all the freaking time I think about that.
Yeah.
Or I'll see something that happens and I'm like, wait, I did that. What do you mean that's like deadly? Yeah.
The coolest thing though was I grew up before everyone had a 4K video camera in their
100%.
pocket. So there's no video evidence of any of those things. I can't imagine being a kid in this day and age where everything is recorded. I could not imagine that.
Oh my gosh. I think my life would have been different back then had there been, if everything was recorded.
Well,
I think I would have been a whole lot different.
Don't you think at some point you would just be a lot more muted? Like you would just be a toned down version of yourself because you're always afraid that somebody's going to catch something you said and use it out of context or some sort of blackmail. I don't know if it's necessarily blackmail in high school, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm just thinking you can't ever relax because somebody's always videoing you and we all do dumb things. I just don't necessarily need that to show up on my parents' Facebook feed one day, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. How many lives you got left, Greg? 6?
Actually, you know what? That's funny. That's what I was thinking. Do we always land on our feet?
No, we don't.
No.
Well, that's not like cats. They always land on their feet, don't they?
Maybe, but that wasn't the point of the question.
I don't know. That's just what was in my head.
Oh.
6 lives.
6. You got 6 lives left.
Caleb, how many you
got?
got?
A lot more to live, man.
Well, he's just a pup.
I was going to go 8. I got one more life.
You got one more car wrecking you?
Yeah, one more.
No?
Ow.
That works for me.
1. 7 loves got 1.
All right, Holly, your question.
All right. If you were a car, what kind of car would you be?
Some sort of truck. Slow and steady wins the race, right? But I need it to have at least a V8 in it because every once in a while I need to do 100 mile an hour.
There you go.
Plus, I got to have a hitch because I got to like haul Greg around all the time, carry him through life.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Hey, damn. Hey, I got the better end of that deal.
Yeah, there you go.
Spin my
Yeah, you
wheels.
sure did. You sure did.
Work smarter, not harder.
Ooh, Dodge Viper. That's a good one. Bearded.
That's one I haven't seen in a long time.
Man.
What about you, Holly?
Oh, 100% Volkswagen Beetle.
Pink.
There you go.
Yeah. So I'm almost on the verge of buying one. You guys, flying to California to Mission Valley. I think it's Mission Valley. Yeah, Mission something. They have one at a dealership there that is it's their 2017 edition. It's pink, and even the seats are like a plaid pink color. It's amazing.
Oh, wow.
I want to buy it so bad, and it's convertible. However, the only thing I'm a little bit worried about is it's a 2017, and it says it only has 9,000 miles. And
Well, if I own that car, it would, because I would never let it leave
stop it. And
the
that's what my
garage.
friend said. He was like,
Yeah.
maybe it's like someone inherited it from like an estate or something, and they just let it sit. But then that's not good for a car just to sit either.
True.
And
No.
so, yeah, if I'm going to pay, I think it was $24,000. If I'm going to pay $24,000 for a car, I need it to work. I mean, enough.
I can't see
Yeah.
that. I just paid $24,000 for an 18 Dodge Ram 4-wheel drive with a big V8 in it,
I know.
and I wouldn't have given that kind of money for a VW. But
that's my dream car.
I know I could see you with the bandana and the big sunglasses cruising around in your pink convertible VW Bug. So I don't know. You only live once.
That's kind of how I feel. Like I would just fly down to Mission Valley, get it, and drive it home. And I mean, I guess if it like breaks down on the way home, there you have it. There is a little lemon law. Like it has to run for so long, So, I mean.
What color is your car now?
My car is red.
Yeah, you need a pink car in your life. You have a pink refrigerator. How do you not have a pink car?
I know.
Car, pink Cadillac.
Pink Cadillac, yeah.
What kind of car are you, Greg?
I'd probably say a Camaro.
Oh, I could see that. I could see that. Yeah.
Bumblebee was a Camaro.
Oh yeah. He was
No, I feel like you're some sort of like Mazda.
What?
Like a Mazda hatchback, something. I don't know. With the rust around the fenders.
Hey.
Yes, Kevin,
Damn.
I do have a pink fridge. It is very true. I do.
Yeah, I wasn't making that up, Seven. She has a pink fridge. What was the other appliance that you washer?
She wanted a pink stove, but Mike D.
Yeah, my
said
washer
no.
and dryer is a rose gold.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Champagne rose gold. They're so pretty.
You got vetoed on the pink stove, right?
Yeah.
I got vetoed on the pink. And
We're not gonna talk about
I
that.
wanted a pink microwave, and that got a veto too.
Oh.
The fridge was as far as I could go. Everything else, I'm turning white.
But see, Holly, I gotta tell you, I feel like if you give on a pink fridge, well, who cares about the other stuff? I mean, you already got a giant pink fridge in your kitchen. Like, I'm with not having the pink fridge, but if you're gonna give on that, you might as well turn it all pink and then like live in a basement or something.
That's what I think. Just go in we'll make you a man cave. You can live there while I have my pink house. That would be amazing.
Yeah. He might say, "Don't threaten me with a good time, though," and then you'll never see him.
This is true. This is very, very true.
Caleb, what kind of car are you?
I'll do the 67 Ford Fairlane. That's what I had my first car.
Wow.
Big and indestructible.
There you go. A big boat.
On a boat.
I'm on a boat.
Yeah. Now, speaking of on a boat, did you guys ever notice that I had to change the song that we were dancing to in our 100th episode rewind?
I did notice that.
Caleb, did you and Holly realize that?
I didn't.
We were dancing to I'm on a boat.
Yeah.
But I had to change it to our intro song because it's copyrighted.
I didn't even notice.
But way back when, we didn't give a crap about the copyright. So we just left it on there. So whatever I'm doing it, and I uploaded it the first time, I was like, oh, I have to change the song now. So yeah.
Wow, I didn't even notice that.
Greg, are you ready to blow our minds?
Yes.
Should I take some Advil before we start?
Yes. Trigger warnings. Just get that out there. I don't know. I don't think so, but maybe just in case.
Okay.
Trigger warnings, great.
Mandela.
All right. So I just want to say to the G5 community, I've been having a great time in that community this week.
Which one?
We played Fall Guys. G5?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Poker.
They're a good group, honestly. I played poker with them. I like to play their
poker. So I'll put that out there.
I'm not talking about last night's poker game.
I
was real pissed off yesterday.
I was playing Fortnite, but I did see the results of that, and I can see why you didn't want to talk
Who
about it.
won? Who ended up winning?
Maori won the whole thing, is my guess. We had a guy at our table that just kept feeding him chips. He wasn't very good. I mean, I didn't like his style, but he just kept feeding people chips. And then I realized it was getting to the point that I had to make a move. If I was going to win the entire 5-week deal, I had to get Maori knocked out. And I had decent cards, and I thought he was bluffing. Actually, I thought I could bluff Maori, but he had pocket fours and the floor was on the flop, and I couldn't out bluff him out of that, and he took all my chips. So I didn't make it, but had to make it.
It got me a couple times yesterday.
Mm.
I think he was the one I went all in because I had 2 pair on the flop, and I was like, okay, great. The last card came and he beat me. No, I had 2 queens. That's what it was. I went all in on 2 queens, and he called me.
Maori won?
Maori won. I mean, I was pretty sure the overall, because he was up by like 12 points, or maybe it was 9 points. That's why I had to make a move early, because I couldn't afford for him to make the final table, because if he did, then he was going to win.
Yeah.
So I don't really know what happened, but yeah, speaking of poker, Matt got second in the Zach poker the other night.
He did, and they sent it to me, the winnings.
Yeah.
So backstory, Holly or Rudy sends me a message. She said, what am I supposed to do with Ho-Ho's tokens? I was like, give them to Holly. She's like, but it's like 3,000 some of them. I was like, she paid for the buy and just give them to Holly.
Yeah, she was like, so I guess I'm supposed to give you. And I'm like, wait a minute, let me go and, and then Matt's like, yeah, that's my buy-ins. You're my bookie. I'm like, okay.
You're my bookie.
That's for me.
Oh, Matt just said last week was double points, though. He forgot about that. Well, if I'd have known it was double points, I wouldn't have been so stupid with my chips, because I was in like 4th place when I did that.
Yeah.
Anyways, sorry, Greg.
No,
where's yours?
Back to the corner.
Yes.
Back to the corner. So, do we believe in the lizard people? Like, I don't want to say the R word.
Can you not say the R word?
I don't know. Reptilians. I said it.
Banned forever.
Well, why can't you say it? What? Because
I don't know.
It's a conspiracy?
I try to search these things ahead of time. There's not very many videos about that. They reference lizard people.
That MFer is not real.
Yeah.
Wasn't she saying that he was a lizard person?
What? Who?
I believe so.
Yeah.
That one girl that was sitting
on the plane. Yes.
Yes, I want to say she was saying he was like a lizard, and his eyes were funny and all that weird stuff. Yeah.
Well, the Simpsons, I think, I don't know if it was 2024, but they had a episode where all the politicians and celebrities came out and took their human suits off. They were all lizards. So
maybe I don't know if they're actually lizard people, but I do think that they're all on that drug that turns them into lizard people. The crocodile. It gives them crocodile skin, and it's an actual, and it makes them crazy to where they're like stripping down butt naked, running in bath salts. That's it. That's what it is.
Oh yes,
and
wasn't that
like
start in Florida or something?
Like crocodile-y.
So when they say bath salts, do they actually mean bath salts, or is that
don't
a
know.
term?
I don't know.
Because who's the first person that's going to take bath salts and go, I'm going to like smoke this and jet? What? I don't even know what they do with it. Snort it, whatever.
Either.
Crush it on the coffee table.
Yeah, those people are nuts. So whatever bath salts are, yeah, I wouldn't stay away from
that's
that.
what it does. It turns them into like lizard people that are crazy.
Unstoppable lizard people too.
Yeah.
Like they do weird stuff.
Isn't there like a lizard statue in New York, like going to the sewer or something like that? Have you guys seen that?
Yeah. Yeah. They say they're underground. They come and snatch people. Like at night or something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
That's what the
Okay, so do we have a video?
David Icke. I do have a video.
Yes.
But what if they were all frogs, Holly?
No.
Big,
no.
Frogs? Were they all frogs?
They're not frogs. No.
All right, here's the video.
The more we learn about this covenant of God.
There's some pretty good ones. Especially, one of the crazy things when you do these live Q&As is some of them are very silly. So we got one. Mark, are the allegations true that you are secretly a lizard? I'm gonna have to go with no on that. I am not a lizard. But keep the high quality comments coming in, please. This is surely on track to be a great live Q&A if we continue getting stuff at that level of quality. There's actually a lot of funny stuff in here too.
So I don't know how long this video will stay up, but how can I ignore this? There's no way. I can't ignore it. I'm not going to do it. Look, if they take it down here, I'll put it on Facebook.
We're different from the president. We're very discreet, reptilian, cold-blooded. These are the races we have to win. Others are winning the whole country.
What the hell?
I'm not going to say anything. Let's watch it again.
We're different from the president. We're very discreet, reptilian, cold-blooded. These are the races we...
Yes, indeed.
I'm sure that was just her trying to be funny, but the little pause and glance around the room that she does before saying reptilian is a little suspicious, to say the least. I'm not going to say that Nancy Pelosi is a reptilian because I don't even know that I buy into the whole reptilian thing, but if they do exist and they are walking amongst us, she would certainly be at the top of my suspect list.
Oh.
Says the guy in the giant sunglasses that you can't see his eyes.
Right. Right.
That's all I could think about. That was the fact that this guy's talking about reptilians and he has giant sunglasses on. You can't see his eyes. See if he blinks the wrong way.
So did you guys see Chris? The V TV show? Do you guys remember that show?
I have seen. I've seen a few of those episodes. I've never watched the whole thing.
I was young when it came out. Yeah, that was early '80s. Mm-hmm. I remember it scared Caleb a lot when he was little.
Oh.
Did it, Caleb?
Yeah, I peed a little bit.
Whenever they...
I peed a little bit. Well,
I was not expecting that.
Whenever they would take the face off of him, that's when he would get scared.
Mm.
Yeah.
But
they rip their skin off. It's weird stuff.
Mm-hmm. A little bit. Well, yeah, it is a little bit odd.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I believe, honestly.
I mean,
you guys all hear my dog just sit down beside me.
Matt doesn't believe.
No, I just it just seems, I don't know. At some point, I just feel like one of us would have seen someone, right? Like, I don't know. I just have a hard time. I need to see it.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. I want to see things too before I believe them.
But aren't there like cave paintings and stuff of lizard people?
Yes.
What?
There really is.
There's what?
There's like ancient Egypt stuff. There's actually cave paintings of like.
Oh yeah, I do. Yeah, there is.
I don't know if that's a god thing or whatever, but.
And they ride brontosauruses too. There's pictures of those.
I want to ride a brontosaurus.
Me too. Flintstone style. Yabba dabba doo.
So Matt thinks that they are demons. That's more along the line that I think also. I don't think they're necessarily lizard. You can't be a lizard and a person at the same time.
Well,
so you think a demon comes in somebody's body and overtakes them, and now they're lizard people?
No, they're not lizard people.
They're lizard demons?
No, they just, some people are possessed.
Oh.
I believe that 100%. But I don't know about the lizard part of it. I don't know.
What are demons usually portrayed as? Like, what's a common picture, like history?
Why am I gross? What did I do?
I don't know. What?
Kevin is in his cage. He's getting ready to. We're gonna pack him up and put him in Tucson. Take him to Tucson with us.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
What?
You're taking your bird on vacation?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's to my brother's house.
Oh.
But we take him so he's not by himself.
Demons are normally. I mean, I know what you're going with that, like snakes.
They usually have a snake reptilian theme.
Yeah, but
throughout history.
The serpent.
Yeah, I don't know.
Ironic.
I just don't know why you would pretend to be human this entire time if you had an entire race of reptilian people running around. At some point, you would be tired of hiding.
Yeah, like there's more. Let me go where I'm welcome.
But what if time was irrelevant, like to you?
Still wouldn't be comfortable to wear fake skin on your face.
Fake skin.
Here, let me take it
off. They take it off. Well,
did you even imagine wearing a mask all day long? No, I can't do that. I did it at a haunted house one time when Caleb and I worked at a haunted house. That was enough.
It was fun.
And I didn't have to look real, you know?
Vampires still do hide. You know, there's something to the vampires than red mercury. I think it is.
I don't know about the vampires either.
I don't know about this one, Greg.
No? All right, that's fine. I just like throwing it out there.
No.
Yeah. Always like,
I don't.
No, Greg, I'm going to set your house on fire.
Wow.
He's going to get the salts out and
force feed you bath salts.
Oh my gosh.
Turn you into a reptilian person.
Yeah, I don't.
What's up?
I don't know how bath salts are taken. Maybe that's a good thing. I don't think you eat them, right?
I don't know how to do bath salts.
Don't anybody do that.
What are they intended for? Is it like a bubble bath thing? Like I'm a dude that
like you get in the bath and you put it and it fizzes and it like a pretty color and a good scent.
Never in my life have I used any of that stuff. I have no idea. So people use that as drugs.
But I don't know if that's actually the drug. You know,
we're gonna have to do some. You know what? I hate homework. We're gonna have to do some homework.
We're gonna have to do some more research on bath salts.
Educate our. Rudy says that's not what bath salts are.
Exiled. Did somebody get exiled off the island?
No, my buddy exiled. He's texting me. He's like, "What's going on this podcast?"
Greg,
lizard
at the end of it, Greg likes to derail us, but Rudy says that's not what bath salts are. So we'll have to look that up because I honestly don't know what they are. So
I don't either. No idea.
Rudy thinks it's funny that we don't. Yeah.
What's your favorite bath salt flavor?
I guess you can't accuse us of being bath salt junkies then, since you don't even know what they are.
I don't know what it is. No.
I'd have to ask my wife on that one.
We lost our. I don't know. I never had a cool card. I was going to say we lost our cool card, but
somebody lost that yesterday, Josh.
Yeah.
I did yesterday.
I almost.
I don't know.
What?
Caleb almost talked about that in the beginning of the podcast.
You should just.
I lost my man card yesterday. Okay, I'm going to say it to the 16 people that are watching it live. Maybe nobody else will watch it this far in. We were going to the city and we were headed to my brother and sister-in-law's house, and they text us and say, "Hey, can you do us a favor and get us a tea?" Okay, yeah, no big deal, right? But I just stop at a gas station and buy tea.
Oh.
No, there's a place called, what was it?
HTO.
HTO. It's a tea company from Texas that's its own drive-through. They don't even serve food. It's just iced tea and different flavors.
Oh, I need to go there.
What? Who would do this? Like, I've never done this before in my life.
Me.
Well, and the other like 10 people
bad.
that were
Good.
there. But so we ordered 3 sweet teas and a sweet tea with coconut something in it. I don't know. I felt like a girl. But we pull up to the window and this guy, whatever, I don't know. He looks at me and he goes, "Are you the guys that just got 3 sweet teas and then 1 with coconut?" Like we were the weird ones because we would put watermelon and crap in it. It's like, yeah, that was us.
Oh.
But I lost my man card.
Oh wow. I mean, I literally will go to Chick-fil-A just to get their tea. I don't like sweet tea, but they have the best black iced tea, and then you put lemon in it. Woo.
Yeah.
And I will travel to go to Chick-fil-A to get their tea. I don't like Starbucks because they don't have sweet and low, and it kind of pisses me off. And they don't have real lemons because Chick-fil-A doesn't have sweet and low either, but I have it in my purse.
Gotcha. So when you come to Kansas City again, you can go to the.
Okay, you guys are gonna have to take me. I'm
When
gonna
he
make
texts-
Josh take me.
It's right by Matt's house.
And order, and I'll make sure it's like a real funky thing.
Yeah, I made Josh order it.
Yep.
Apparently, you can go inside and try a little different flavors and shot glasses and things. But
Yes, let's do this.
what?
Yeah.
It's like the worst day of my life for the last
That sounds
4
fun.
months.
That sounds fun.
You're
Dude,
such a
worst day of your
complainer.
life.
It'll be fun. We're doing it. When I go to Kansas City, that is what we're doing.
So let me tell you something. I'm just going to go all the way in here.
Just spoken.
Oh, no.
It's the end of the podcast. Taking the gloves off. I don't understand things like this. Okay, like a restaurant that just serves tea. I don't get it because I also know I don't also understand Starbucks. I don't understand Starbucks.
Oh,
I'm not going to go pay $9 for a cup of coffee.
Right.
And I don't understand those sort of things. They don't register in my brain. But then I also see people, to each their own. You spend your money on whatever you want. It does not affect me whatsoever. I won't even judge you for it until you come to me and go, "Well, I can't afford to pay my bills." And I know for a fact you are the person that gets 3 Starbucks a day or, that sort of stuff. And I look at all these weird conveniences we have. And here I'm the old man on the soapbox now, whatever. But
Get off my lawn.
these conveniences aren't like free, and they're quite expensive in some instances. And it's just weird to me that these things that's a business. You could have never convinced me that you could have just opened up, and I mean like a nice building. They could have served food in it, but it was a nice big building, and all they do is sell tea. It's weird to me.
Josh is so grouchy over a building that's nice that only has tea.
It's so weird to me, though.
Holly, he needs a nap.
I do. I need to get on that comforter.
He's so excited right now.
I am. I can't
Oh my
wait.
gosh.
I can't wait.
So I'm reading these comments and I'm pretty butthurt. Why don't I ever get invited to play Fortnite with you, Greg?
Get on the G5. Okay, get on the G5.
Or any of you guys. Caleb said,
Holly?
Caleb, you don't really play.
I
huh?
don't play Fortnite.
Okay.
Holly,
Yes.
Discord. You have to get on Discord.
Oh, see, that's not
There you
fair.
go.
That is not fair because I hate Discord with all my heart.
You
Yeah.
don't have to, but that will make it easier to join.
I was gonna say that's how you usually find out about it. Is like,
But why can't you guys just make me VIP
Just
where you
text her.
just come and tell me?
oh, you gotta be the special one now.
Yeah, why can't
Who's
I be
complaining now, Holly?
All right,
Who's
Holly.
complaining now?
I will make a point to let you know when it's going down
Okay.
and transfer all the info and codes.
Yeah,
to
and
log
the
in.
next time I find out and you don't tell me,
You're dead.
throat punch.
That'll be and Meg will love that. He wants to
Angry
video
Holly.
that. Oh, I haven't forgot Meg. I did have a question, Holly.
You
If
about
you
killed
tag
me there.
in Benji, if you tag me in Discord, I promise you I didn't check it. Like I don't know how. I don't know how.
Discord's a lot.
Dude,
It's
you
just a
guys,
lot.
I showed Bamboo. He was trying to tell me about like you need to hide the ones you don't do, all this stuff. And I showed him. He goes, "Oh shit, you're a mess." And like it was so bad. So
I didn't know you could
Yeah,
hide the ones you didn't want to see.
yeah,
Hey.
I didn't either. I still don't know how. He was trying to
Hey.
tell me, but after he saw my like Discord, he gave up and was like, "It's a mess."
White flag.
Yeah, Bearded was harassed me about why don't you guys have a good old Discord channel? I was like, they don't do Discord.
Because we hate Discord. If we're in your Discord channel, honestly, if we are in your Discord channel, like we got a lot of love for you. Because even if we're just in there, because we just don't do Discord. So if we're in there, like just as on the side, not active, that just means we love you. But you're not going to hear a whole bunch out of us.
You know, I wanted to play poker with G-Fi, and so I did. I made my way into the Discord, and Benji helped me because I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to get myself verified on this thing. He helped me, and then after I got it all, I left and never returned.
Yeah.
You're like,
God, I feel so bad, but I hate it with all my heart. And yes, I want to play Among Us and Fall Guys. I've never played those two, but it's in Discord.
Yeah. I will tell you though that the G5 Discord is a lot of fun, and it seems like a lot of the things that you get tagged on are actually relevant to you. Whereas there are other Discords that sometimes I get tagged in things and I can't even figure out what I got tagged in. And it's things that I don't even care about if I do find out. But Chris and them at G5 have done a really, really good job of making that fun. And it's, for the most part, it's just people hanging out, kind of like what we do here on Sundays.
Yeah.
There's no agenda there. I mean, Chris has got some awesome stuff going on with his projects and things like that. But it's not like it's a just shove it down your throat type thing. It's just people hanging out and getting to know one another.
It's gaming.
Yeah, I do. You know what, Matt? I will come in on a Friday and play with you guys because I do want to play Fall Guys or Among Us. I see everybody having so much fun with that, and I feel really left out. So I will try my hardest to do a Discord it. Yeah.
Fridays for you, I
and
think.
Even now, I'm like, oh man, that's a big obligation. I'm like, I can't believe I'm actually committing to this.
I can't either. Like, wow, that's mentally unstable day for all of us. Apparently, where I need a nap, and you're committing to things that I'm not sure you're going to follow through on. But
it's so bad you guys know me so well.
She got to start breaking some hearts here real fast. Like, Holly's coming, and then she's Hey,
Friday at 4, Holly. Friday at 4.
Friday at 4. Okay.
Every Friday at your time 4.
That's Family Feud.
6 our time.
Okay, I'm gonna have to. I'll adjust Family Feud so that I can play. Oh. Yeah, because Family Feud we do at like 3 my time. So if we can do it in an hour, and usually we don't because we like to mess around. So
yeah, I was gonna say it gets too chaotic to be done in an hour.
Yeah.
Seriously though, anybody that's in here that hasn't been to Holly's Family Feud space, check it out. It's a lot of fun. I'm not sure who's all viewing. I do see the count, but I'm not sure who's also with us. But if you've never seen it, check it out. That's kind of what we're all about, right? I mean, I'm saying this in the point where a lot of people aren't probably still going to be viewing and even know it, but we just like to be ourselves, and we like to be around people that like to be themselves with no agenda, no pushing a bunch of stuff, just having a good time. So
that is the only reason I do it. I've always said, like, for me, Twitter is fun, right? Like, but I will never treat Twitter like a job. Like I'm not monetized. I'm A-okay with that because once you get monetized, you have to put in work to get paid. Work. And I'm not willing to do that. I have a job, all right? Like, so Twitter is all about fun, and that's what my space is. It's pure fun. And it's not even directed towards one certain project. I know, we have the Zach people on, like the Zach community, but they would come on even if they weren't called the Zach community.
Yeah, it's just how we met them.
Exactly. And that's how I identify them, right?
Same with us. We still have friends from the Bruno community that, and not as many as we used to, but that's how we just, and there's a lot of great people in the Zach community, but we're not behind the scenes pushing it or whatever. We're just hanging out.
Yeah. And so like, that's what I really try to make that space, just unplug from the everyday, grind of crypto or whatever you're doing. And let's just have some fun.
And it's funny the first time people show up to that space too, that they're like, wait, we're not talking about crypto at all. No, as a matter of fact, you're not allowed to. Like, we're just going to have fun and hang out, and it's a good time. So, you guys ready to put it to bed?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because I want to take a nap.
We know.
You gonna play the giveaway song?
Are we
Oh,
giving
for Meg,
anything
do
away?
it.
Wait, we don't have
a giveaway, but
I'll give away a video game on Steam.
What the hell is a video game?
Just so you can play the music.
Play the music.
Well, I got to find the music because I didn't think we had a giveaway, so it's at the bottom.
It's giveaway time.
It's giveaway time.
It's giveaway time.
Ah, giveaway time is my favorite.
Nice.
I feel like the last 20 minutes or so, not that we have a script, but if we had a script, we went off script. But it's been fun. It was still a good time. I don't really have anything to say to put it to bed. I just really like the fact that it's called Put It to Bed. And it's nap time.
Benji wanted to go back to the coffee.
Starbucks.
I did have a question for Holly, though.
Oh, yeah.
What's the lemonade or the tea and lemonade mixed together? What's that called?
Sunjoy.
Sunjoy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I thought it was like a something Palmer.
Arnold Palmer is like, yeah, but Chick-fil-A calls it the Sunjoy.
Gotcha.
I like
Yeah.
that.
Was that a for real question?
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought maybe you had like something like a follow-up, like gotcha moment there.
No. My follow-up is my buddy Exiled said Shia LaBeouf is an expert on bath salts.
Oh, okay.
So
that would make a lot of sense. And
Well,
I didn't say it. I didn't say it out loud, but if you go scroll up the comments, Rudy educates you all in what they actually are.
Yes, she did.
I can't comment on that or say that out loud or put it on the screen. So if you missed it, you can always go back and check it out. I don't have to do any research now, but so thank you for that. I appreciate it. And yeah, that's all I got. You guys got anything else?
I feel like there's something I'm missing and I just can't remember, but whatever.
Yeah.
I'll remember after the fact. And
it's
then
Labor Day weekend, right? We can be a little carefree today and not have to be so on our game.
Yes, I'm so excited. I don't have to work tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the best part.
My wife signed me up for something really stupid, but I'm not even going to tell you what it is.
I want to know now. See, you can't say that shit. And
Fine,
then
I'll tell you.
Yeah, that's bull.
The whole point was to have a 3-day weekend and not have to do anything, right?
Yeah.
But my wife,
no.
I don't even know how she gets these ideas, but friends of ours said, hey, let's have lunch on Monday. Okay, that's fine. But now we're driving 45 minutes to a Catholic church to eat fried chicken.
And Josh was pissed.
Yeah, I'm like, wait, what? I don't. So it's an hour and a half back and forth. It'll be an hour there hanging out with them.
Yeah.
And at this place, when I say it's in the middle of nowhere, I mean like there's like 200 people live in this town. Okay, it is in the middle of nowhere. How'd that become my Labor Day plans? I don't know.
He is very pissed off right now.
Yeah.
And I think it is hilarious. I bet it's some good freaking fried chicken, though.
It might be. It's not as
fried. I love fried chicken. It
can't beat that way that comforter is on that bed, though. So if she gets mad at me, I'm just gonna be like,
he thought he was gonna get all day tomorrow in that damn bed,
just stretching out.
I'm gonna call the wife. Get it out. Get that thing out of that room.
I don't think you have her cell phone.
I'll find it.
I changed her number.
I'll give it to her.
Dang!
I'm gonna break her.
I have Caleb, Brett, and Matt.
I'm gonna have to break her phone with a hammer.
Oh yeah, we got this, Holly.
Yeah. Yeah, the only way that she's even going to know we had this conversation is if you guys tell her to watch the podcast, because I don't think she's going to do it on her own.
We need to go eat it with Rudy. She's got tuna and teriyaki veggies.
Ew. Yucky.
Teriyaki.
Teriyaki.
No, sorry, Rudy. I don't think that Rudy and I would enjoy the same foods.
That's better than fried chicken.
Teriyaki's better than fried chicken?
Yeah. No.
What?
Nothing beats fried chicken.
Caleb.
Potatoes.
Are you from the Midwest
or
not?
I'm hungry. All right, let's put this to bed. I need to eat something.
Yeah. I agree. Well, guys, thanks for hanging out with us. Sometimes it gets a little chaotic, but that's kind of the whole point, and we just like to have a good time. So, Holly, welcome back. It was really fun. It's just something's missing when you're not here.
It was definitely different getting to watch it and not be. I like kept on commenting because I had so much to say, and I'm like, damn it, this is really hard.
Yeah,
you even like
you guys
did
did really good last week. I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah, what was the deal with the super chat last week?
Oh, I wanted to see how it worked. I didn't, because it was called, the one Matt gave us is like a subscription or something, right? And so I don't know how he did those, because that's what I was going to do. And I didn't know how. So I pressed that little like money sign. And apparently my card's already on YouTube.
You probably thank your daughter for that.
Probably.
Well, football's on Thursday night. We'll be talking a little bit more. We'll see how everybody does in the pick'em segment. Guys, thanks for hanging out with us. Have a great week, and God bless.
Be kind.
I'm Caleb. Please like and subscribe.